all of the stuff that you see on the internet about self-improvement, about no-fap, about all of these movements that you see on the internet, bro, I want you to understand that it's all done meticulously to get views, to keep you in a never-ending rat race, a never-ending cycle of relapsing, of making the same mistakes and then watching the videos, then feeling inspired, then getting back on self-improvement. It's done on purpose. And I know it's done on purpose because I'm on the other side of it now. I'm not a viewer anymore, I'm a YouTuber. I know how it all works, do you understand? Let me just flip the shit up, bro, with one hand, if I can. So, with that being said, I want to expose this shit. I want you to understand truly, because I just want the best for you. I don't give a fuck about views, I don't give a fuck about the money. And I know it's like, oh, it's cliche, all the YouTubers say that. Bro, just listen closely and you'll understand what I'm saying. So, if you tell yourself that you are on a movement, you are naturally feeding into the self-image that you are the guy that needs a movement, I need self-improvement, I need no-fap in order to become the man that I want to be, rather than just relying on your own intuition and your own intelligence. So you're telling yourself, I need no-fap, for example. I need no-fap. I need to go on a movement to stop myself from wanking myself off, from touching my dick. Why are you doing that to yourself? You understand, we've already established that the guys on YouTube, yeah, well, they're trying to help, and I know to a certain extent it's great when you first start. If you are a complete degenerate, if you're completely lost and you find self-improvement and you get onto it, that's great. You're going to drastically improve your life from one extreme to the other. But naturally over time, as you start going on this journey, you start becoming a better man, you're going to realize that you are not an individual. You're just simply a sheep. You're a cog in the machine of self-improvement, which gets views, it gets people money. It makes these YouTubers, these creators, more well off because of your pain. They're playing on your addictions and your insecurities and your pain, and they're consuming it as some sort of thing. It's like, well, it's a movement, it's good, it's a cult, we're helping guys. What the fuck, bro? Why do you need to be as part of a cult to stop touching your knob? Why do you need to be a part of a cult to stop playing video games, to get in the fucking gym and stop being a lazy cunt? Why do you have to be on a movement for that? I understand the community side to it. Don't think I'm shitting on it. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think the movement side of it, telling yourself that you're on self-improvement, watching these videos all the day, watching my videos all the time and telling yourself, I'm on self-improvement. I've been on self-improvement for this long, this. I'm on no-fap for 37 days. Telling yourself this shit is reinforcing it in your head as if, right, I'm the guy that needs this stuff. And it's counterproductive for you. You're taking yourself from your normal lifestyle to something so extreme and expecting yourself to stick to this for the rest of your life. The way that I see it, I'm not going to call myself an alpha male, but if you want to be an independent, self-sufficient young man, otherwise known as an alpha male, a guy that knows who he is, that stays true to his values, he doesn't follow anyone else, he's not a follower, he's a leader. If you want to be like that, if you want to be fucking truly confident in yourself, you have to act in a way that makes you feel proud of yourself. Are you proud by telling people, I'm on no-fap? I need no-fap to stop touching my dick? Are you proud to say, I need self-improvement? You should be the kind of man that can determine habits in his lifestyle and say, right, porn is negative, I'm just going to take it out of my lifestyle and just keep cracking on. Rather than going from one extreme to the other, just tell yourself, I'm the guy that doesn't watch porn. I'm the guy that just doesn't play video games. And I don't do it because it's negative for my mental health. It's negative for this. Rather than saying, I need self-improvement, I'm going to go on this, I'm going to go on this. So, bro, it's all done on purpose, for views, for money. And I know it is because I use the same techniques, bro. I use the self-improvement thing in the title to get you to click on this video. It's all done on purpose. You must understand how the world works. It's all money motivated. It's business motivated. Yeah, it feels as if, I'm inspired. It feels good. And I understand there are some positive sides to it. The community thing, you're talking with like-minded individuals. Yeah, that's great. You shouldn't need this kind of stuff in order to become a better version of yourself. You should simply acknowledge your weaknesses in a very simplistic way, because there's many reasons for this. Let me just sort this out, it's pissing me off. There's many reasons for this, right? Number one is, if you fail, if you inevitably do relapse at some point, rather than thinking to yourself, I failed self-improvement, I failed the movement, all the boys are going to be upset with me, beating yourself up, I failed no-fap, I lost all my progress. There's no such thing, bruv. You had a wank. You did something that was a waste of time. You did something that was negative towards your mental health and your confidence. Learn from it, acknowledge it, crack on with a positive mindset. Simplicity is key. It really is. The reason why you overthink all the time, the reason why you're anxious all the time, the reason why you can't quite seem to get things done, you can't quite seem to stay consistent, is because you're just overcomplicating shit. Life doesn't have to be complicated. It's as complicated as it is already. If you're just adding complications by saying, right, I have to do this and this and this, otherwise I failed self-improvement, what the fuck are you doing? Just say to yourself, right, I am the guy that meditates because meditation is good for me. There we go. Oh, self-improvement? Right, okay. Well, what the fuck, man? I don't understand. It's just nerd internet shit. And the kids that are watching this kind of stuff, the young men, like 14 years old, feed into it and they feel bad if they don't act accordingly towards that movement. Life doesn't have to be that complicated. You can just say to yourself, right, I relapsed. Let me learn from my mistake. Why did I do it? What did my mind tell me when I relapsed, before I relapsed? What can I learn from this? Okay, cool. We'll learn from the negative, we'll crack on, and we'll turn it into a positive. That's it. Use the negative guilt that you feel as fuel to make sure, crack on, get shit done, punish yourself, whatever it is, right? It's a very simplistic way of looking at the world, and I've never ever told myself I'm on self-improvement. And I think that's why I'm able to be in a position where I can lead rather than follow. I'm not a sheep. What would Hamza do? What would Hamza do? What would Andrew Tate do? What would you do, bruv? You're in the situation. You're in the present moment. Why are you... This following shit, this sheepy kind of cult member, this bullshit, bro, is why you're not making the progress that you want to make. An alpha male is not a man that follows a movement. It's not a man that follows another man. You can learn, but do not follow. You're not a sheep. You're a shepherd. Do you understand? You truly want to be an alpha male. I hate the term. It's very cringe to use the term, but we all know what I mean when I say that. Just a man that's confident, that's dominant, that knows what he wants out of life, and he doesn't stop. He doesn't apply limits to himself. You're actually limiting yourself by putting yourself on self-improvement. I'm a man that just looks at the world in a very simplistic worldview, in a very positive worldview, and adapts to the current situation. Well, I'm on self-improvement, so I can't do this. Be adaptable. That's all I want to say. Understand that the movement thing, the no-fap movement, all of this shit is exactly why you keep relapsing. I just don't watch porn. I just don't masturbate. Boom. Simple. That's my self-image. That's how I view myself. I don't view myself as the guy that's on no-fap. Because if you do that, you're then ultimately just telling yourself that you are the guy that struggles with an addiction. Therefore, you're going to constantly relapse forever because you see yourself as the guy that struggles with an addiction and he needs no-fap. You see yourself as the guy that's a loser and he needs self-improvement. Rather than just one by one identifying your weaknesses. Right, I'm socially awkward. Let me go and improve my social skills. Right, I'm addicted to video games. I keep playing video games and wasting my time. Okay, let me try and cut it out then. Just stop playing. But you're in control of your hands, bro. You're in control of yourself. You don't need to tell yourself, right, I'm on self-improvement. I'm improving my life. You're going to end up depressed. I promise you, you're going to end up depressed. Mark my words. Self-improvement is counterproductive to your mental health. In some ways, if you go deep enough. If you truly want this to change your life, if you truly want to become a man of substance, a man that people look up to, a man that you feel proud of when you look in the mirror, you don't need self-improvement, and you're not going to be that man by being on self-improvement, because every single time you look in the mirror, you know that you need self-improvement to fall back on. If you took everything away from you, you'd crumble. Because I need self-improvement, I need the movement, I need my community. You should be the kind of man that can rely on himself. He's self-sufficient. He just looks at the world, identifies the negatives and the positives, and acts accordingly. I don't tell myself I'm the man that's on no-fap, because then I'm just basically telling myself in other terms, I'm the man that struggles with a porn addiction, therefore I need a movement to stop me from touching my dick. Do you understand? I'm really trying to drill this in. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm trying to drill this into your head. Your self-image is very important. And I apologise for my voice, I'm not feeling the best. Your self-image is very important, right? Fucking croaky voice. And if you view yourself in a lesser way, if you view yourself as the kind of kid, the lost spotty teenager that needs self-improvement to better his life, that's how you're going to see yourself. You are the guy that needs I don't need it. I'm self-sufficient and introspective enough to understand my weaknesses, brutally honest with myself. I look in the mirror and say, right, what am I shit at? What don't I like about myself? What needs work? Right, social skills, confidence, video game addiction, whatever it is for you, bro. Acknowledge your weaknesses and just simply work on them with a positive mindset. Simplicity is key. See the world in a very black and white, positive or negative way. Is watching porn positive or negative? It's negative for you because you don't feel proud of yourself after you've wanked yourself off by yourself over other people having sex. That's not something that you're proud of, so therefore stop doing it. Okay, cool. So now I just see myself as the guy that just doesn't watch porn because it's not good for him, because it doesn't make me feel proud of myself. Rather than seeing yourself as the guy that's on no-fap. Forget about this shit, bro. It's all internet nerd shit. And I could follow along. I could follow along on the sheep train, jump on the bandwagon and make loads of no-fap videos and tell you, yeah, no-fap, bro, stick to no-fap. Don't count the days. I could tell you all this generic shit. But I want you guys to realize the truth behind it. NoFap, self-improvement, this movement stuff, the internet trend that you see, it's all done on purpose. It's done because it's playing on your pain, your addictions. Negativity sells. The negativity in this sense is your addiction. It's your fuck-ups, your pain, your guilt that you feel after you've had your 10th wank. That's your negativity that they're playing on. They're using that to emotionally manipulate you and to get you to watch the videos. If I watch this, I feel positive emotion, therefore I'm going to keep watching it. Because if I don't watch it, I'm not on self-improvement and I relapse on porn and I feel bad about myself. It's done on purpose to get money, to get views, to keep you manipulated. Why are you allowing people to manipulate you, bro? You call yourself a fucking alpha male, you call yourself a confident man. No, you're fucking not. Because you're the guy that has to go home and watch self-improvement videos. I understand, right, let me make myself very clear before I end this shit. The actions that you do, the way of living that self-improvement promotes, you know, positive mindset, bettering yourself, falling in love with the process of becoming a better man. These are very, very good things. The only negative when it comes to the whole self-improvement shit and the whole NoFap shit is the fact that you are going to identify yourself as the guy that's on self-improvement. Therefore, you're going to constantly, it's a never-ending cycle of relapsing, going back to it, relapsing. You're never going to be satisfied. You're never going to be on that position where you're like, yeah, I am that man. You'll never feel like that man if you keep telling yourself, I'm on self-improvement. The true man that you want to be doesn't need self-improvement because he's self-sufficient enough to always rely on himself and his own mind. Now, meditation, gratitude journaling, all this shit, I do apologise, phone's going to die, all very positive, of course it is. I'm not saying that the things on self-improvement are negative. Going to the gym, all of the shit, I do all of them. All of the self-improvement good habits, bro, I do all of that shit. But I do them because I understand they have a positive benefit on my life. Not because I want to be on self-improvement because, then I'm a better man than my peers or nothing like that. Or because then I feel better about my life because I'm on self-improvement. I feel productive because I'm on self-improvement. No, I just do meditation because meditation allows me to control my thoughts, to control my focus, to stop being distracted by bullshit, to stay fully present when I'm speaking to you to the point where I don't even need a script. Everything flows because I'm present in the moment. That's why I meditate. Relaxation. Positive thoughts. It allows me to control my subconscious mind, my self-image. That's why I meditate. Not because, it's on self-improvement, because Hamza said so. Get a fucking grip of yourself. You want to be a confident, grown man? You want to be a man that's proud of himself when he looks in the mirror? Stop following other people. Learn from these guys. Look at Hamza and think, right, what can I learn from him? What do I like about the way that he lives his life? Cool. Take that, boom, crack on. Don't think, Hamza, cult member. I'm part of Hamza's cult. You fucking nerd, bro. Get a grip of yourself. It's all done for his success. And I know you're probably young if you don't understand what it is that I'm saying. No, but Hamza, you're probably young. You're probably like 14 or some shit, maybe 16. Understand that everything is money motivated. Everything is. Understand that. Learn that it's all a business. You feel good because you feel like you're doing something productive. You can do this shit without that. I understand the community side to it. I understand looking up to positive people. I understand being inspired by people that are, in a position where you want to be. I get all of this. It's all great. Again, let me drill it in one more last time. The self-image is what's important. If you see yourself as the guy that needs self-improvement, you're never going to actually improve. You're never actually going to become the man that feels like the man. It's a feeling, it's a belief. You just know when you step outside the house and you walk into that gym, I am the fucking man. Because I know I can rely on myself. I know I can trust myself no matter what. I don't need any external movement or some fucking no-fat bullshit to save me and stop me from touching my dick. Because I know I can rely and trust myself. And you do this through discipline. You do this through venturing out into the world on your own and learning through hardship and through mistakes, exactly like I've done. That's why I'm talking to you from the heart. Every single video is outside, no script. I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere, talking to you from my mind and from my heart. Because you know for a fact that the things that I talk about, I do. I live what I rap about, basically, right? So with that being said, bro, the coaching's down below. Sort your self-image out. I know this has been quite a negative toned video, so I do apologise, but use that negativity now as fuel to get yourself out there and become the man that you want to be. Forget about self-improvement. Get off your phone. Get off the internet. Stop watching my fucking videos, bro. As I'm telling you, I don't care about the money. I just want the best for you. I look around in the gym and I see these spotty young men and I shake their hand and I look them in their eyes and they tell me, do you know who Hamza is? And I think, it's just another lost young man that feels productive because he's doing something so drastically different to his normal lifestyle. But inevitably he's going to end up in that position where he looks at himself in the mirror and he feels like a bitch. He feels like a sheep. He feels like a follower. He never feels like his own man. He never feels like, yeah, I am the man. I am the guy that could lead people. That's when you know you're an alpha male or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But that's when you know. When you don't have to rely on anyone else. You don't have to follow anyone else's way of living. You don't look at the world and think, right, what would Hamza do right now You look at it and you adapt in the present moment. What are you going to do in this moment to get over this obstacle? That's what makes you a fucking man. And you're never going to become that man following a movement or following someone else. Learn from them, do not follow. Coaching's down below, okay? Come and learn from me. Do not follow me, come and learn from me. Coaching's down there. I'll change your life within an hour. Make it happen. Boom.